here. What are you going to give on it? 25, 50, 75, $100,000. You are listening to the Auction is Action with You in It podcast presented by Call to Auction, where our favorite four-letter word is S-O-L-D. Sold. Hello there, everyone, and welcome again to the Auction is Action with You in It podcast presented by Call to Auction. I am your host, Bobby D. Ellert, and I am going to be talking about the last paddle up game today. I get this question a lot. Hey, we've heard about this thing called the last paddle, the last hero, the last donor, something along those lines where we give away a prize at the end of our paddle raise. And it's usually the last person that makes a donation is the one that wins. So what we're going to be talking about today is what does this mean and what does it do and what are some things to watch out for? So yes, last paddle up. This is a great technique to raise some additional funds at your fundraising event. Now, here is component number one that you need to have. You need to have a professional that knows how to do this and has done this before. Otherwise, it can tank it like exponentially and can be super awkward and can be super weird. So number one, you need a professional. Number two, you need paddles. Paddles need to be connected to people's names because what's going to end up happening at the last donor up or the last paddle up or the last hero giving, every time someone raises their paddle, that is a donation. And you want to make sure that you can collect as many donations as possible. If you don't have these connected, then you might as well not do it because you're not going to get the money. It's so just yeah, it's kind of crazy. But then you want to select a prize, whether your prize could be a giant bottle of champagne, a really nice bottle of bourbon, maybe a trip that came out of your live auction. Or a consignment trip. You could put that in there as the last paddle up as well, too. Another great prize is airline miles. The other night, we had give away 250,000 miles with a major airline, and it went gangbusters. It was amazing. So the way that it works is you go through the different levels in your paddle raise. So you've got your 10,000, 5,000, 2,500, who gives 1,000, who gives 500, who gives 250, and who gives 100. And then your auctioneer is going to call off every paddle that gives 100. And then at the end, it's like, well, I've got a very special surprise for our last donor that gives. So the last person that makes a donation today is going to win this, whatever it might be. And so far, our last donor is right there, number 301. Now, is there anybody else that wants to make a donation and you could win this thing, XYZ? And if nobody else gives, I'm going to give it to paddle number 301. So here we are. We're going to go once. We're going to go, oh, there's another paddle over there. Look at that. Thank you, number 123. Oh, and another paddle. There it is, number 447. Oh, there's another paddle, 888. So this goes on and on and on and on and on until the room is completely drained of money. And then you do have the last person to give. And that last person that gives is the winner of the thing. And then your auctioneer needs to make sure that they mention every time you raise your paddle, that's another donation. 301 could give again. 301, thank you so much for giving again. Thank you for giving another donation. Remember, every time you raise that paddle, that is a donation that you are making, and the last person that makes a donation is going to be the winner. 301 gives again. I'm going once. I'm going twice. Anybody else? Now, here is a little secret that you can do to speed this up. This does take about 5 to 7 minutes in your fundraising program. So making sure that you build this in there because it's going to take a little bit of time because there's people that have a hard time understanding this. Maybe they've been drinking, different things like that. So you need to have your auctioneer to remind people that is a donation. And then here, again, the secret is where you have this going on and on and on and on. And your auctioneer can then say, friends, if you'd like to give a higher donation, we could speed this up a little bit. Does anybody want to give a $200 donation? Oh my gosh, 301 gives a $200 donation. That's absolutely amazing. Anybody else meet or beat that donation? Okay, we're going once, we're going twice. Oh, there's another donation for 301. Thank you so much. And another donation. Okay, let's bump this up a little bit. Can anybody meet or beat $500 donation? Oh, 301, we love you so much. So far, 301 has donated about $1,000 to win the thing, and your professional auctioneer can remind them of that. Now, you're in on this game for about $1,000 every time you're raising your paddles, a donation. Do you understand?
Yes, 301 understands. Everybody that's raising your paddle, again, that's another donation. Now, this goes on and on and on, going once, going twice, and we're going to say, boom, you're the winner. Congratulations, number 301. You won the thing. And they get excited, and then everybody else that has raised their paddle in the last paddle up, last hero standing, last donor giving, whatever you want to call it, is the one that, or everybody then makes that donation. So now, here's another thing you have to have. Again, you have to have credit cards, pre-swiped credit cards through one of our auction registration technology solutions that are out there, because what's going to end up happening is people are going to be drinking, and then they're going to get the invoice, and they're going to be like, wait a minute, I thought we were bidding in an auction. Wait a minute. I didn't know I was giving more than once. Wait a minute. And this is what I call spillage. This does and will happen. I can guarantee it. I am a medium fan of the last donor giving. There are some times where this does work very, very well, especially with a very competitive audience. But you do need to reiterate. You can put it up on the screen. You can make sure that your professional auctioneer announces it. You can actually put it in the program every time you make a donation or raise your paddle. You are making a donation in our last paddle up. So some things to look out. But yes, you will have some pushback. You will have some spillage. You will not receive every donation that comes in. If you do, good for you. But every time we've done this, there's always been fallout. So making sure that you let everybody know that every time there is a paddle, they are making that donation happen. So there's three things that you need to have. Professional auctioneer, you have to have paddles connected to names with pre-swipe credit cards, and then you've got to have your prize. So there is how you do the last hero, the last paddle up, the last donor giving, the last hero standing, the last star, whatever you want to call it. So that's how you do it. If you've got any questions, please reach out. You can put a comment in the video, or you can make a comment or question anywhere that you're listening to podcasts, or you can reach out to me, Bobby at calltoauction.com. You can follow me online at Bobby D Auctioneer, at Call to Auction, anywhere that you would like to get a hold of us. We're there. You can make it super easy, and I will make it super easy for you to answer any questions that you might have about last battle up, last owner standing, last hero, all of the things. So I want to thank everybody again for watching. My name is Bobby D with Auction is Action with You in It podcast, presented by Call to Auction. Go out, make an impact in the world, and raise some more money and raise some more paddles. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.